Welcome, ladies and gents, to Newcastle. More specifically, welcome to the Biscuit Factory, which disappointingly has a distinct lack of biscuits. I don't see any digestives around here at all. But we are, of course, here for some football. And speaking of disappointment, well, Chelsea fans, have a little look over there. We can't laugh too hard because we, of course, lost to Brentford as well. But 6-2 Chelsea, come on. That is absolutely awful. Now, speaking of news, we have a little bit of news to catch up of our own. So without further ado, let's head on over to the notebook and then let's crack on with today's game. Okay, so kicking off our news here in the notebook, we have a little bit of disappointment. First of all, one of our coaches has left for West Ham. Now, admittedly, we do verse West Ham in a couple of games' time, but he's left them, joined as an assistant manager. He was a coach for us, went to them as an assistant manager. I think he's probably better as a coach, to be honest. We have got ourselves 1.5 million in compensation. If we have a little look at Bjorn Hamburg, though, as you can see, he does a decent job as an assistant manager, but as a coach, much better. He can use his determination of 16 with the team. Now, next bit of news is Higuain, and well, Higuain has completed an intensive language course. I am pleased to inform you that Gonzalo Higuain has completed the intensive language course. He has been sent on to try and help him learn English faster. Higuain has shown reasonable progress during the course and is now able to speak good English. Now, hopefully, he'll teach me some good English, because my English is absolutely terrible. Next up is Cusarella. Now, Cusarella picked up an injury, 1 to 3 days, a little niggly knock, not too bad. Doesn't matter anyway, because he's suspended for the next game due to picking up too many cards. On top of that, I also triggered the extension to Song Guy's contract. If we have a little look at him, he's got plenty of ability going forward. The club need him for the future, currently out on loan at Livingston, but I triggered his extension clause, so he's going to be sticking around for a bit longer. Veltman also has been enjoying the game time and thus has now withdrawn his transfer request. And, well, I granted him it. Why not? He's going to be sticking around the club for a while. And, well, he's going to sit on the bench. He's going back to the bench. He probably ask for a transfer request at the end of the season, but guess what? We're not going to be here. We're going to be elsewhere, so I don't care. Veltman, enjoy. Enjoy being stuck back at the club. And speaking of being back at the club, it is, of course, time for today's game. Okay, so with Welbeck, Sanchez, Farias all out injured, as well as Cusarella with his suspension, our team for today is Karius in goal, the backline of Byrne, Webster, Dunk, Lamptey. On the right-hand side is Trossard, Lallana. On the left-hand side, we know how that usually goes. Hopefully it goes a little better here today. Stanti out in between, central midfield controlled by Bradley and Bissouma, and Higuain up front. A bench consisting of Jason Steele, the man, the myth, the legend, alongside Sarr, Veltman, Fabregas, Moda, March, Locadia, McAllister and Maupay. But without further ado, enough rambling from me. Let's go have a little look at the team sheet. Right, so the team sheet is out here at St James's Park, and Eddie Howe is going for 7 changes to his last lineup. I'm not going to roll them all off. We'll be here all day if I do, so let's crack on with this one. Trippier does stand out for me, as well as a couple of other names in their lineup that we do need to watch out for, though. It is time to put an end to our poor run of form. Indeed, we've been 5 games, I believe, without picking up a victory. So punch fists, it's time to do it. Come on, lads, little bit of motivation. We are going for a positive mentality here today, and the pitch looks rather frosty. They are on a rather up and down form themselves. A win, a loss, a win, a loss, a win, and hopefully a loss here today. Whereas we have a couple of losses, a couple of draws, then a loss to add to it. So they find themselves in 9th. We are in 14th. We do have a little bit of a gap from Tottenham, but we want to be pushing away from Tottenham and that pack at the bottom and getting ourselves far clear of that relegation zone. It's going to be Michael Bradley to play it down to Byrne. This game is supposed to be in heavy snow. It doesn't look very heavy snow. It looks more like frost with some drizzle. The game might have lied to me, but Ben here on the left-hand side plays it inside to Bradley. He finds Webster. Now over to Dunk. Dunk up to Bissouma. Bissouma finds Higuain. We are going for a positive mentality because we do want to try and push for a win in this one. This is a winnable game. It's not an easy game, but it's definitely winnable. Bissouma, ball up to Higuain. Come on, he's pushed him over, surely. Yes, ref. Are we going to go to the television? Looks like he's going straight to the spot. We might be checking this on the television. And the television upstairs tells us the penalty has been awarded. Come on. Come on. Now we just need to put it away. Stepping up to take this will be Trossard. Come on, Trossard. Smashes it. Top corner. Keeper went the complete wrong way. 7th goal of the season. The Trossard. Come on. A minute and a half in. We finally got off to a really nice early start in one of these episodes. Now we just need to hold on to it. A minute and a half in. Got ourselves a goal up. Arsenal, Man U, of course, finished 1-1. Brentford with that 6-2 victory over Chelsea. Burnley 4-2 over Watford. I believe we are the only game. We are the last game to kick off here today. Michael Bradley nods it forward to Stantiao. Stantiao's got an overlap on the right-hand side. He finds Trossard. Trossard, maybe pull it back. You've got support. Yes, he pulls it back for Bissouma. Bissouma! Also a nice little save there from Dubravka. And we have ourselves a corner. Come on, let's get 2 goals in the first 20 minutes. Let's get ourselves off to a nice little start, settle down, and just relax. Bissouma, coming down this right-hand side. He can pull it back. I would pull it back right now, Bissouma. You've got support behind you. Use it. Pulls it back for Dunk. Dunk, you've got Bradley across if you wish to use him instead. You could go for Bissouma, maybe. Over to Bradley. Bradley now. We're getting pushed close now. We need to get a little bit more space. Lads, you're getting close down. Higuain across to Lallana. Lallana back to Bradley. That wasn't the smartest of ideas. Higuain, though, over to Stantiou. Lovely. No, not lovely ball. Thought it was going to be a lovely ball, and then he just over-egged it. Over-egged it, not enough direction on it, and the goalkeeper can just scoop it up and relax. So, Webster starting to build from the back. Short to Bradley. Up to Higuain. Short one back to Stantiao, who does a nice little 1-2 with Higuain. Unfortunately, his pass to Trossard was awful, and Lewis intercepts it. Now, Frazier on the counter-attack here. Can he get anything going? Pulls it back for Clark. Clark is going to come down our right-hand side. Gets it up to Lewis. Lovely interception by Bradley, though. Bissouma, bad touch. Thankfully, he keeps possession. Ball up to Trossard now. Trossard, can he get a good cross in? He does have support behind him. Pull it back, perhaps. No, whips it across. Higgy. It's going to help that he knows English a bit better. He can actually communicate with his team instead of being stuck up front on his own and not quite understanding what his teammates are asking of him. Stantiou, though, running at Newcastle now. Will he play over to the right? He does. He finds Trossard. He's got support behind him if he wishes to use it. I would pull it back behind you, my friend. Instead, he's going to whip it in. Oh, Higgy's shot is blocked. Cleared away. Newcastle avert the danger once more. You know what? Yeah, sure. Work it into the box. It's worked okay without it, but we'll add it in right now. Bissouma. Mix things up a little bit. Get Newcastle thinking. Trossard back to Bissouma. He gets it back to Dunk. Now up to Stantiou. Stantiou short to Bissouma. That was a really pointless pass. You may as well have held it yourself. Higuain, though, pulls it back for Bissouma. Bissouma, not quite sure who that was intended for. Tries a ball over the top of their defence without really thinking who is around to actually get on to the end of it. Fernandez trying to build from back up to Paulinho, over to Longstaff. Longstaff, lovely ball over to Trippier. Trippier, come on, we need to close him down. We know he can get a good cross in here. Trippier back post, clear it away. Frazier. Thankfully, they did not score from that opportunity. We remain up 1-0. So, Lamptey. What can he do over on this right-hand side? Short to Trossard. Now to Bissouma. Newcastle's doing a good job closing us down here on the halfway line. Paulinho, that was a good tackle. Unfortunately, though, your defence was asleep. Higuain ran through and he's found the ball. Whips it across. Lallana back post. Bring it down. Lallana, just bring the ball down. Then put it in the net. Aye. What are we going to do with you, Lallana? You score some interesting goals. But most of the time, you're pretty useless. Fernandez, though, clears it away. It's going to be collected by Basuma. Basuma coming down this right. No, he's going to whip it across to Bradley, and it's intercepted by Murphy, who made a lovely run upfield. Now, ball through to Callum Wilson. He's going to play it out wide to Lewis, up to Frazier. Thankfully, our defence is going to get back, and Dunk will play it back to Karius. So, looks like we might just squeeze into half-time, regaining this lead. Higuain, though, trying to extend it, plays it inside to Lallana. Lallana now short to Higuain. Higuain trying... Okay, that was an interesting one. Goes back to Burn. Lallana now over across to Bissouma. Bissouma's going to turn. He's found space. He can get a shot off. Bissouma. Not the greatest of shots. He can do better. He can definitely do better with that space. Man City 2, Everton 2. A lot of 2-2s in this. Liverpool 2. Yes, Leicester 2. Crystal Palace 2. Tottenham 2. Lot of draws here today, but right now we are looking at a victory. Admittedly, both sides have shot awfully. They've had 1 of their 5 on target. We've had 2 of our 10. Need to do better on that shooting. Thankfully, we have a goal. We have a lead. Let's hold it. We're doing well. Getting shots away. Keep going. No. Things are going well, but I know you're capable better. Definitely better than getting 2 on target out of 10. 2 out of 10. Awful. Paulinho, though, plays it up to Wilson. Wilson across to Longstaff. Longstaff, bad touch. Lallana, nice tackle. Gets it over to Stanciao. Stanciao tries the ball over to his right-hand side. And it's straight out of play. Straight out of play. Rather wasteful. Ben on 6-5. We do need to think about substituting him, Stanciao, as well on a 6-6. Looking at him to do a little better as well. Paulinho, though, inside to Longstaff. Michael Bradley is closing him down. Thankfully, though, they are going the wrong way. Clark on the halfway line. Plays it down to Lewis now. Lewis coming down our right-hand side. Ball up to Frazier. Close him down, my friend. It's a ball whipped in. Thankfully nodded away, and Lallana will go on the counter-attack here on the 50th minute. He has Higuain in front if he wishes to use him. Where's he going? Lallana? Interesting. You're now allowing Newcastle to get their defence back. And that was wasted, thankfully. You did intercept that bad header, and Stanciao's got it over to Higuain. Bissouma gets the ball back through to Lallana. Come on, that was messy. Rather messy. Thankfully, Lallana does finish it in the end. He went the wrong way at first. He then managed to intercept a weirdly bad header from Murphy on that right-hand side. It got over to Stanciao. He gets it up to Lallana, back to Higuain, over to Bissouma, and then through to Lallana for the finish. My team confused me. They confused the Newcastle defence. We have ourselves a 2-0 lead as we have moved up to 12th in the league. We are pushing our way up the division. Murphy right now, though, is going to play it back. We are about 10 minutes away, of course, from our usual substitution time. As Longstaff pulls it back, it's a ball over the top to Trippier. Trippier is going to just get it to Frazier. Thankfully, his effort goes sailing over the goal. And we have escaped once more as Karius is going to take a goal kick. Short to Dunk. Dunk, where's he going to go with this one? We do, of course, have the draw for our next rule in this one. It's not going to apply to the next 2 games. We have a game against Norwich and a game against West Ham, but it will apply for the very next episode that we record. So, we're going to do that draw after this match, of course, but right now, we are, of course, focusing on picking up a victory right now. And Lallana, come on, he's got himself a second. Thanks to a lovely ball through from Higuain. It's 3-0, ladies and gents. What a way to bounce back from the disappointment of losing to Brentford. We lost to Brentford. Chelsea's now lost to Brentford. Brentford, I guess, are having a pretty damn good season. And we are trying to turn ours around and have a good season as well. Nice shot from Lallana. Not too bad, Lallana. Ending himself back into the squad by the looks of it. Stanciao, though, is not doing so much himself. A 6-6, same for Burn. And we are in our substitution time now. Lamptey is a little bit on the tired side, and so is Bissouma. So, I think we'll focus on those two. I think we're going to rest up Lamptey. We have a game against Norwich in 2 days' time, I believe it is. And then the West Ham game, I think, is a week away. So we're going to rest you up. You're probably going to have to miss the next game anyway, but it's nice to get you rested up. Regardless, couple of subs there. Stansio or Burn. I think. You know what? No. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. We're going to go double sub, not triple sub, because I know someone will get sent off or someone will get injured. They'll break one of our players' legs just because I've made that third sub. So we're going to hold it. We're going to hold Defensa. Maybe do it a bit later. Maybe do it like the 80th minute. So we only go like 10 minutes with 10 men. But Clark right now plays it inside to Hayden. Where's Hayden going to go with this one? He's going to play all the way back to the halfway line. He does regain the ball though. Up to Matt Ritchie. Ball through to Frazier. Oh, lovely save by Carrius though. Come on. Can he keep a clean sheet here today? That is our next task. I think we've pretty much guaranteed the victory. Can Carrius get himself a clean sheet? He's on a 7.4 right now, and Newcastle's shooting has been rather dismal. Ours picked up a little bit. It was bad. We're now 4 on target out of 12 compared to our 2 out of 10, so not too bad this second half. It was terrible in the first, but Newcastle's continuing to be terrible. Bradley! What was that, Michael? There has been talks about Michael Bradley potentially being dropped from the United States side. Same with Stanciu and is it Romania? Both of those. National team not been playing too well for us. It's been suggested they should be dropped from their international sides, but a shot like this from Bradley, come on. Showing exactly why he should remain in the United States international side. Beautiful effort, Michael. Beautiful shot from outside the box. Trippier taking the knock. Throws it into Ritchie. Now to Hayden. Hayden cuts inside. Ball across to Frazier. Frazier back to Hayden. Hayden's going to play over to Trippier. Trippier whips one in. Gale can't get onto it as Dunk nods it away. Trossard now counter-attack. Gets it up to Higuain. Higuain has been pushed out wide, but he can still possibly get in across. No. Lewis dispossesses him. Goes back to Fernandez. And it's with Shah as he plays it over to Fernandez. All the way back to Dubravka, even. Up to Clark. Clark now finds Ritchie. Ritchie's got an overlap. Instead, he's going to go forward to Gale. He's probably going to play it out wide, though. He does. He finds Trippier. Trippier can get a good cross in. We know his ability. He gets one across to Gale. Thankfully blocked as Dunk with great effort to get back there. As you can see, our entire defence is doing a solid job, besides for Ben on that 6-4. Unfortunately, though, we don't really have many choices to go out on that left-hand side. Otherwise, I would probably take him off. Yeah, so let's just hold on to this one. Nice 4-0 lead as we go into the final 6 minutes plus any additional time, which I'm guessing is going to be 3 additional minutes. We're winning. I think they're going to give them 3 additional. Yes, 3 additional. Pretty good at this guessing game. Pretty darn good. Bradley tries the ball over the top. Lallana can't get onto it as Shah plays it back to Dubravka. Dubravka up to Fernandez. Finds Clark up to Longstaff. Longstaff finds Frazier. Frazier's going to turn back though. Plays it back to Clark. And the whistle has gone, ladies and gents. We have just come to Newcastle and picked up a 4-0 victory. I am going to give every one of the lads a pat on the back for that. But it is, of course, time to draw our roll for the second half of the season. Okay, ladies and gents, you know what time it is. It is, of course, time to jiggle our balls. Now, I have been rather unprofessional. If you have a little look over there, I've still not fixed that quite right just yet, but hopefully I can figure it out. If not, well, we'll just have to leave it as it is. But we're not here for the teams. No, we are here to jiggle our balls and determine what our next rule shall be. So I'm going to turn this. I'm going to watch it probably on my second monitor, just because I can. And let's figure out which one shall be coming out. We've got a ball, and our ball is number 8. We have number 8, ladies and gents. So let's go figure out what that is. Okay, so I've had a little look at what our brand new rule is going to be for the second part of the season. Goalkeepers are going to take free kicks. Yes, my goalkeeper is going to be my free kick taker. So mainly Karius is going to be our free kick taker. Not sure if that's going to hurt us more or less than the Raumdeuter approach. I'm guessing for most of the time it's probably going to be better, but it could also be rather painful if we get hit on the counter-attack. Our goalkeeper's 2/3 of the way up the pitch and now he's got to run all the way back to his goal. So that's going to make things rather interesting. Now, that's not going to apply to the Norwich game, of course, and it narrowly misses the West Ham game, because if I just quickly pop this up, as you can see, the window technically starts on the 2nd, West Ham's on the 1st, and thus West Ham falls under the Raumdeuter rule prior to the swap over. I'm then going to play Coventry between episodes as well, and then we shall return against Manchester City at the Etihad as we have our goalkeeper taking our free kicks. So I thank you all for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely night, and goodbye.